Hey everyone, I'm Armor Gaming. Welcome to my 72-hour challenge Monster Legends mini analysis slash gameplay video. So like usual, I'm streaming both on Twitch and on YouTube, so if you like Twitch more, go ahead and switch over to Twitch. Anyways, let's just get into this. Let me get BlueStacks up here, let me get the chat so I can respond to comments. And yeah, we'll go from here. So first off, let me just discuss some of the things going on. We have the monster cells offer, and for these, don't think that you're going to be getting 2 cells for every 3 gems. As you buy more and more cells, the cost of these cells go up. I think after you buy 10 it goes up, and then after you buy 20 it goes up again, so it might be in factors of 10. So I would say only buy these if you want to start requesting, because you need at least 1 cell from a monster to request that monster cell. Or one really smart idea is actually to buy cells for a monster you want right now, and then just wait until the next monster cell week, and then just slowly accumulate enough cells to be able to craft a monster. But if you're planning on buying all 100 cells in one go, you're probably going to spend a lot more gems than you have to. So let's see, going on some of the questions. Alright, yeah, Totem is a pure support monster. He's actually like a walking rune. Some of his skills act like team runes, some of his skills act like single runes. So he's an interesting character. The fact that he has artifact, he has a way better speed than Hyperion, but he has no real deny skills. So that's quite unfortunate. He also has some skills that kind of work like an anti runes, because he has some skills that decrease the monsters or the enemy monsters base power, life, and speed. Or not speed with stamina, but we're gonna get into that later on. And we're going to analyze the other 2 monsters, Tryon. I'll analyze Hyperion if you guys want me to analyze them too, but I'm mainly going to analyze Totem and Tryon later on. So I'm just going to do a bit of gameplay, and then we'll go from there. So I'm going to press X on Monster Lab. What else do we have? 72-hour challenge, of course. I currently have 7,373 coins. What an odd number. We have this breeding combo pack, Jabeline, Goldfield, and Violet. And oddly enough, you can get Violet for 225 gems. She normally costs 250 gems, so this is actually a really good deal. I'm a little tempted to press the button right now, but I don't know, I can't do it. Oh, someone followed me and I don't have it on. Hold on, let me add something real quick. That way in case anyone follows me on Twitch, it'll actually show up. So sorry that it didn't show. Let me add a browser source. It's gonna be Twitch alerts. Okay, yeah, so now if someone follows me, it will be showing up. Anyways, going back to the game, Violet, really good purchase price right now. I do recommend buying her. Gonna press X on this. What else do we have? Oh, also Jabeline is a really good monster. She doesn't get enough credit, but she has the fastest speed for dark monsters tied with Lostigos, and she has a stun skill. So in Team Wars, she can immobilize Krampus. And if you immobilize Krampus, that's really all you need. So pressing X here. We have another offer. Legendary combo pack. Tefra, Colklin, Commander Alvid. Everyone for 225 gems. You know what? I actually don't have 2 of these monsters, so 525 would actually be a good price for me. But I also don't really like most of these monsters too much. I'm not saying they're bad, just preference wise. Tefra, he's actually pretty good, but he's too slow. Commander Alvid is good. She has a 65 damage, 0 cooldown skill. I think that's her. But also I have like superior fire monsters that I don't need her. And Colklin, I'm just not really a fan of him. So pressing X here. Let us see. Gallant is also on sale. And you see right there, 250 gems. So I think Gallant is also going to be in some sort of pack. It's going to be Trilops, Galante, and some other monster. I think it was it Cthulhu? It could have been someone else. But regardless, that might mean that, like Violet, he might be available for 225 gems. So I'm not sure if it's worth buying him for 250 when he might possibly be available for 225. You'll save yourself 25 gems, which can be used to buy like a 3rd rune slot. And let's see, Galante. Between Galante and Violet, I do recommend getting Galante because he's also used to breed Lamu. Let me see some of the questions real now. Okay, so not too many questions. So I will be doing some gameplay to show you guys a little how the 72-hour challenge event works. But also note that I did post 2 videos on the 72-hour challenge. One was a whole explanation video. The other one is I uploaded an Excel worksheet which will basically allow you guys to be able to calculate whether or not you can get a certain monster. That way you'll know whether you should even bother trying in the event, or if not, you can save your gold and start saving up for the future event, the next 72 hour that's gonna have like Obsidian or Obsidian, whatever her name is. What else do we have here? Just for me. What is just for me? Gems? It disappeared. Why did it disappear? Love season. Fortunately, since there's an event going on, I'm doing pretty well this love season. I normally don't even bother with this. I am gonna get my 5 Elementium. I'm actually ranked pretty high. What else? Breeding Monkey. I actually did get him. Monkey is right here. This is Monkey. So I'll be getting him pretty soon. Anything else? And unfortunately, I accidentally put Vanoss to hatch. So he's just taking up space right now. And I was able to breed in a Bodis too. Let's see. And this, I never really care about this, so I'm gonna ignore that. But anyways, let's see. Any questions so far? Best way to get coins is really by getting food, and the best way to get food is by having a lot of gold. So this is why I always tell people, I always recommend to start saving your gold early on. So pretty much, unless you're upgrading like a temple or a habitat, you have no reason to be spending gold. Let me exit out. So, like I said, there's only 4 ways to get gold, or there's only 4 ways to get coins. Oh, someone followed me. Oh, there it is. Hosan Farhad is stalking you. Awesome. Let me make that a little bigger, actually. Thanks for the follow, by the way. Let me unlock the screen. Twitch alert. Let me increase the size of this thing. And we'll put it right here. Right here is nice. Let me lock the screen again. Lock preview. And alright, let's get back into this. So one of the ways to get coins is just to collect gold. And honestly, it doesn't matter like how often you log in. You can be playing the game the whole time. All you gotta do, you can just spam collect and you're gonna keep getting coins as long as you reach that threshold. Flame Phoenix 321 is stalking me. Thanks for the follow. So you can just keep pressing collect, collect, collect. Actually, let me check my Twitch page to see if anyone is there. Okay, no one has commented anything, so you can just spam collect on a habitat to collect gold. So unlike other events where it's based on spawn time, this is based completely on quantity. It's about how much gold you collect. Oh, what the heck, that isn't even upgraded. It's a level 2. So you can just keep spamming collect, collect, collect. That's all you have to do for collecting gold. So let me get my gold from everywhere. Gold, 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 gold. You can see I'm getting so many coins. Gold, 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 gold. Anywhere else, legendary habitats. These give me a lot of coins. 69,000, 41. And as you can see, you don't get like 1 coin at a time. You normally get like a giant cluster of coins. So I'll go to another legendary habitat that has quite a bit of gold. And there I got 42 coins. Now another way to get coins is by doing player versus player and by actually winning a battle. So I'm going to do that right now. Search for enemy, blah blah blah. Let me get my chat back up. Too fast for me. So really important, you gotta face against teams that you can beat, because then that's gonna get you coins. So for me, I should be getting 69 or 70 coins. Oh look, someone already has Monkey at level 120. Wow, that is insane. And 2 VIPs level 130. That is the definition of pay to win. Alright, too fast. Way too fast for me. I'll keep going, let's see. Too fast. I really need to upgrade my runes. Nope, too fast. I feel like using Demise. Oh, by the way, this is a team I'm using right now. I found it to be the most effective. Incognito goes first, gives both of my monsters increased damage and increased accuracy. Frostbite, you are too slow. So I do Luck of the Draw, and then Frostbite just immobilizes, and then Razul, he uses his skill that gives him an extra turn, and then he uses extra turn and triple damage, and then he just pretty much wipes the field with the enemy. You're gonna see it's like 68,000 or something, and he only has 2 runes, 2 level 6 runes. He's so strong. Let's see, let's see. Let's go. Oh, Thetis, General Thetis, do I trust you? Are you gonna stamina devours me? I don't want to lose. I really don't want to lose. Let's go with this team. Nope. Hyperion too fast. This is what sucks about being a higher level or having more trophies. It's kind of hard to find an enemy that you can beat if you keep the game free to play. If you don't spend money on runes, it's just it becomes a lot more difficult. Okay, this is a team. So I'm gonna press fight. I'm gonna do my combo, luck of the draw. All my monsters get increased precision and increased or double damage. And then with him, I will immobilize. And the biggest threat to me is probably General Thetis. So I'm gonna do Glacial Snowstorm, and everything should hit. Freeze should hit, and the Stamina Drain should hit because of that increased accuracy. So now, Razul will go. I will do Soul Offering. After Soul Offering, I am gonna do Souls Arise, and just be ready to look at that damage. Souls Arise, especially on the ringer, it's gonna deal 34,000 even though he was dark. But yeah, I killed everyone in one hit. And yeah, when Razul was coming out, a lot of people were so afraid of his drains 50% life from all of your allies. As you can see, that's not even a problem because the enemy doesn't even survive. He's such a good monster. Let's see. I'm gonna press X. There is a question, which monster am I saving gems for? I'm saving gems just because there are so many upcoming monsters that I might want. H2O, he's gonna be breedable, so I might want to spend some gems to get him. Especially the Draconian Maze. I think if anything, that's where I'm gonna be spending some gems if I have to be able to get most of the monsters. So that's what I'm saving for. But anyways, yeah, you get coins by player versus player. You have to win. As you saw, I got 69 coins, so be sure to use your attacks. Be sure to log in every 6 hours if you're not logging in regularly, just to use your attacks and maximize the amount of coins you can get. So those are two ways. Collecting gold, again, you can just spam. Player versus player. What is the... Oh, breeding. Of course, breeding is another way. So I don't want to spend gems, so I'm just going to leave this alone, but you're going to see as soon as I breed another monster, I can get coins. But probably the most effective way to get coins, this is why everyone always says save your gold, save your gold, save your gold, is because of this. So number one, if you have enough gold to make it worth it, you activate your Food Guardian Temple. Faunus, the Guardian of Farming. Once you've activated enough, you eventually get 50% more food production. All farms will increase their production by 50% for 2 days, and then 75% for 2 days, and then 100% for 2 days. Now the problem is, to activate it, it costs 26 million. So if you only have something like 50 million, it's probably not worth using. Like, there's a certain amount that you need to have to make it worth using. So anyways, I've been smart about it, and I got it all the way to max level because I know these 72-hour challenges can be really difficult without it. So now it produces double the amount of food it would normally produce. So now when I collect, and you're gonna notice I got 14 coins, but for the most part I didn't get any coins. That's not really a problem. All I'll do after that is that I'll plant a really quick blue lizard tail, and you're gonna see it's gonna give me all the coins. Now what you should plant is Black Lotus Root, and you should plant everything Black Lotus Root. I had the Winged Angel Beast just because there was only 45 minutes. They only take 45 minutes, and I wanted to collect as soon as I started the stream, otherwise we would have had to wait a bit longer. So you should be planting only Black Lotus Roots, and if you're a new player, you're starting off, you don't have Black Lotus Roots, you should plant whatever gives you the highest amount of food in the lowest time. So for most people, I imagine it would probably be Rainbow Snow Peas. I think might be your best, possibly the Garden Rocket. So for new players, it's either one of these two, Garden Rocket or Rainbow Snow Peas. I'm leaning towards Garden Rocket. Like, Rainbow Snow Peas give you the best value, like money to food ratio, it's better. But since this is a 72-hour challenge event, time is of the essence, and Garden Rocket might be your better choice. So anyways, I'm gonna collect, and as you can see, I got 188 coins. That doesn't seem right to me. Oh no, that is right, because it was only the Winged Angel Beans, which is only 40k compared to 200k. So then I plant Black Lotus, and then that's all I do. Black Lotus, and you can see my money quickly dropping. I am at 874 million. Let's see, let me plant a bit more. Come on. One more. I really wish there was like a way to easily like make all black lotus root plant. And then I wait an hour, I log in an hour, I collect all of this, I repeat, I collect gold while I log in, and that's all you have to do. So be logging in regularly every hour. So now I think it's time to talk. If you guys have any questions, you can go ahead and post them in the comments. I'm looking at them right now. At the same time, I'm gonna start analyzing Totem. I'm gonna analyze Tryon. If you guys want me to analyze Hyperion, let me know in the comments below, and I will do that, or in the chat I should say. Unless there's anything else you guys want me to do. Let me see, because I think I was pretty thorough. So let me make sure this is right. Let me set this up. I'm gonna open up Monster Wiki. There it is, Totem, perfect. So let me switch over to Totem right here. Alright, so the question on everyone's mind is Totem worth spending is Totem worth the effort? That's the question on everyone's mind. So Totem, he's a really interesting monster. He's like when Hyperion was released, Hyperion was like one of a kind. Totem is also in a way one of a kind. So first, his power is 2310. I think that might be even Hyperion's power. Life 28,651. It's not too low, but it's also not that high considering he's a magic monster. Speed 3,454. In the magic category, although it seems pretty fast, that's actually not too fast. It is tied with monsters. It's tied with like Singularis, Malaire, Lernian. If he ever gets released, he's also going to have that speed. General Shannara, Violet. So these handful of monsters have that same speed. There's monsters a lot faster like Toymaster, Scar, Galante, Cupid, Pandacloss, and of course Gretchen. So there's definitely monsters that are way faster than him. Now the cool thing about Totem is that he does of course have Artifact. And as you know from Hyperion, Artifact is just really good. So you read it, Hyperion is not alive, it's an artifact, status effects are useless against it. I'm pretty sure this is just like a direct copy over from Hyperion. This might change the name to say Totem is not alive, but I don't know, we'll see. I hope it is Artifact. I hope it doesn't change to something else, because if it is Artifact, this monster does become better than what people are making him out to be. So then let's look over his skills. We have, what is that, like Hunsai skill? Increases target's damage by 6% for 3 turns. And this introduces a new buff, small strength buff, 6%. So even though here says increases target's damage, this little strength icon, this is different from like a damage increase. This is a direct increase to the power. So I believe this skill is going to increase a monster's base power, which is actually really good, because when you increase a monster's base power and then you buff that monster up, whether it be with 2x damage or a 50% damage boost or triple damage, that is a greater effect than just increasing a monster's damage output. Like something like, you know how there's damage reduction, it reduces a monster's damage by 25%, and there's also bleed and poison, which reduces a monster's power by 19 or 20%. Like there's a big difference between reducing damage or increasing damage and reducing power and increasing power. So anyways, moving on, Zombie Beats increases target's life, damage, stamina by 12% for 3 turns. So this is actually going to be really good for monsters like Xyla, for monsters like Voltic, because they're going to benefit from increased stamina and from increased damage. So they're really going to like this. Monsters like Mercurius can also take advantage of this, and even monsters, we've been getting a lot of monsters like Shalinar, Demise, that give a monster an extra turn and essentially 100% damage or double damage. And before, like you can't stack damage boost. Actually with single skills like that, I think they are stackable. You can stack damage boost and I think Demise's and Shalinar's abilities. But regardless, with a skill like this, it's easier to stack now because it lasts for 3 turns. And as you can see, that's purple. Let's move on. Smaria life, power, stamina buff. So this increases all of your allies by 6%. So the main question is, do these stack? Does this stack with this? And I am gonna go ahead and say, let's see, small area stamina buff 3%. I want to say if it's the same color, like his default skill and this one from skills group 1, Vivid Magic, I feel like they're not gonna stack. They might, I don't know, but I feel like they're not gonna stack. However, let me just move over to this one, Wanga Gift, no, not that one, to something like Mahu Mojo. increases target's damage by 48% for 6 turns. I feel like this potentially will stack with something like his default skill. Because it is purple, and also because this increases the target's life, damage, and stamina by 12%, which is different from just increasing a monster's strength for 6 turns. So I do think stuff like this that are different color and have that affect a different stat, I think that will stack, if I'm not mistaken. I guess we'll find out tomorrow within like 13 hours or whatever, but from my understanding, I think it will stack. Now a few people, I see the comments, I always see the comments, I don't know why, it happens with Hyperion. People say this power is really low. That doesn't matter because this guy has no hits. Look at that, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. His power could be like 1 million and it wouldn't matter because he can't deal out any damage. So he's he's definitely really interesting. Is this monster good is the question, and I think as far as Team Wars, this monster probably you won't see him a lot. That's just the fact. His skills, they're just not suited for Team Wars. Team Wars, you really need deniers, you really need attackers. And this monster is like a pure support monster. No deny skills, just pure support. So because of that, I would say he's probably not going to be used in Team Wars that much. I do see him used a lot I definitely see him being used in player versus player and potentially in adventure map. And again, this is just because that default skill, that really benefits monsters like Voltic. So if you give Voltic 12% stamina increase and damage output, that's pretty strong if you increase his power by 12%. Or Zyla. Also, I think there is a potential with this monster. You see right here, let me see. This one increases all allies' life by 16% for 6 turns. I think because this monster, if he does end up having artifact, where is it? Artifact right here. Even if the enemy goes first and they like damage your monster or whatever, or immobilize your team, Totem isn't going to be immobilized, which means he'll be able to use Hoodoo Trance and help all of his allies out, give them some sort of life boost, or increase their life by 16%. So in that case, he can be kind of good. But again, wouldn't you rather want someone like General Atum who can give all of your monsters a full life shield? So right now, without actually using them, without actually having some gameplay, it's hard to see what potential he actually serves. I still think he's probably going to be more of a fun monster. He's definitely no Hyperion, but he's definitely really interesting. You can really tell Social Point is trying out something new. Let's see. Small stamina buff, that probably won't be used too much. Oh, and if you're looking at these two skills and you're like, armor, why do they say the same thing? Medium life buff, they have different names. Actually, you gotta go on here. And this is actually his real skills, or what I assume is gonna be his real skills. So, Ocula Juju, decrease all targets' life, damage, and stamina of 8% for 5 turns. And then we have also Zango Mambo, decreases target's life, damage, and stamina of 30% for 2 turns. So rather than also buffing your monster's base stats, or actually I gotta make one note on that, but before that, rather than just increasing your monster stats, they can also decrease the enemy stats, which is also pretty cool and interesting, so we have to see how that works. Now one thing I'm wondering is his skills, are they gonna stack on top of runes already equipped on monsters? And if they do, this is really, really significant. Because, take for example, if you had a monster that had 100 base power, and he had a level 10 rune, and for simplicity's sake, let's say a level 10 rune is equal to 100% power boost. That monster's new power would be 200, right? And then let's say that you use Totem skill, let's say this one, Mahu Mojo, that increases the target's damage by 48%. So, if it's 48% to the base power, that's just going to be, well, he has 100 base power, 48%, we'll round to 50% for simplicity's sakes. So 100 base power, 50%, that's an extra 50, and then the level 10 rune, that's an extra 100. So that monster's new base power would be 250. But let's say you take the monster's base power, 100, you add the level 10 rune, his new base power is 200, and then use the Mojo skill on him that increases his power by 50%. 250%, that's 300. So if his skills stack on top of the runes, that can be a significant increase. So again, it's until Totem is actually released, we won't really know what he does. So we gotta wait to see that. And this is also significant because of his ultimate, Cursed Idol, small area buff, 6 turns, increases all ally speed by 7% for 6 turns. So that can be really significant. Like incredibly significant. It's hard to say right now, but you know, I guess we just have to wait and see. For a while, and I'm pretty sure I'm wrong. Let me see. Yeah, there's no way. So yeah, I'm gonna ignore what I was gonna say. But yeah, it's right now Totem, he's just up in the air. He's definitely really unique, but without actually seeing him, like in actual gameplay, it's hard to know for sure what exactly he can do. Let's see. I keep getting the question, what does take egg mean? I don't really know how to answer that question. What do you mean by take egg? Let me go to Twitch really quick. I see a comment to look at Twitch. Okay, is monkey worth 70 gems? You have both Nabotis and Workaholic breeding, but they don't hatch in time. Should I speed up breeding during the events? So I'll also do a mini analysis on monkey then. Actually, I'll probably have a video on monkey tomorrow. As far as is he worth 70 gems? That's really hard to say. Is monkey worth 70? Well, you know, is there any guarantee you're actually gonna get monkey? That's the real question. Because I know plenty of people that have spent bunches and bunches of gems, like over 300 gems, and they still didn't get the monster they wanted to get from the breeding event. So you gotta be extremely careful with actually speeding up breedings. I think monkey's a really good monster, that's what I'm gonna say. I can't see for sure whether he's worth an X number of gems, but I do think he's a pretty good monster, especially because he has that Mega Stun, which no monster except monsters with Artifact are immune to. Aside from that, he can also give your team stun immunity, he has a 100% damage reduction, he's just a really good supportive monster. So, I really do like him, and I'm really glad I got one. And then I kind of lost my chat, let me bring it back. Yeah, I'm still confused, what do you mean by take egg? I'm really confused on that. You need a moveset for Violet. I do have a video for Violet, so you can just check that video out. Let's see. Some people do want me to do an analysis on Hyperion, so I'll do that right after I do Tryon. And then Griffin or Mercurius, I would say Mercurius all the way. Let's see, going for Totem. So yeah, Totem, he's right now, all I can say is that he's an interesting character. We have to wait and see what actually becomes of him. Whether he's gonna be good or not, it's too early to say. I think right now it's too hard to tell whether he's gonna be good or not. And he's gonna be released tomorrow, and I'm pretty sure there's gonna be people that pay for him right away, get him right away, and they're gonna test him out, so then we're gonna know whether he's good or not. But for now, he's just a pure supportive monster, and that's really all I can say. But now we're gonna move on to Tryon. We're gonna do a little mini analysis on Tryon. So power 3,465. That may look like high power, in fact it is, but keep in mind this is a fire monster, where most fire monsters have 3,575. So 110 difference, you can decide for yourself whether that's good or not. Life 25,000. I would say that's actually pretty good. There are some fire monsters that have 22k life. The only thing that worries me about this monster is his speed, 3,278. Now considering he's an attacker, or I think he's an attacker, that's not too bad. Let's see, immune to burning. Alright, skip over real quick. Fried Egg Inferno deals heavy fire damage, all allies become immune to burn. This is definitely not a good ultimate. In fact, this makes me think he's more of a supportive monster. And in fact, I'm getting memories back to this monster. I remember thinking he's not that great, but we're gonna see if that's true or not. Triple headbutts, let's see, hen party, chance to haste, burn a doodle do. So it's your typical AoE burning that every fire monster has, alright? Bok Bok charge, the one reason I did like him was because of this skill. It's a 0 cooldown stun. Mostly every fire monster with the exception of one is immune to stun. So having Bok Bok charge does give him a slight advantage. Now one thing to keep in mind is his speed is rather low. So another monster that has a stun skill is Greedy Dragon. And I think I would rather run Greedy Dragon rather than using Tryon. But if you don't have Greedy Dragon, I guess Tryon could be good. But then you look at another monster like Mega Ostium, he also has a stun skill. So, it's really like, is Tryon that good? Let me just finish. Cuckoo Blaze, 0 cooldown, 50 damage hit. That's good when you're going up against Hyperion. Other than that, not too great. Chicken Magnet deals moderate special damage, may remove all positive effects. So it's another AoE. It is special based, which I like. It's not fire based. this can definitely come in handy, removing good effects, positive effects from the enemy, especially because other fire monsters. You take a look at the most popular General Darmith. He has Dragon Berserker, which gives himself basically like double life and then 2x damage. You can also do that Soul Fire, I think it's called, where your whole team gets 50% increased damage, so you could potentially remove negative effects. This is a pretty good skill, depending, you know, it's hard to say because I'm really not a fan of this skill too much, because my game plan is try to defeat the enemy before they can equip positive effects. Like for example, if I'm going up against a Greedy Dragon, I'm going to try to stun him with Mega Ostium or do my Bone Chomp and try to finish him off in a hit or two. So at the same time, there isn't really a need to use a skill like this, but you know, it could come in handy. So a 35 damage AoE, another 35 damage AoE. I don't think this monster has a 45 damage AoE, so yeah, he's not an attacker. He has a stun, a 40 damage stun. That's not attacker. 50 damage roll cooldown. Burn-a-Doodle-Doo is damage over time. Flaming Coop, another really low skill, 40 damage. So he's definitely not an attacker, and it just gives burning. So if you're running Burn-a-Doodle-Doo, there's probably no need to run this skill. Yeah, it's a 0-turn cooldown, but I guess you'd only need this if you're going up against Hyperion. And then he has Chicken Rush, which deals a nice 60 damage, 1-turn cooldown. So I guess he's kind of like a mixture. He's more of a hybrid. He can be an attacker, and he has some nice supportive skills like Chicken Magnet, Bok Bok Charge, Burn-a-Doodle-Doo. So the skill set for this is kind of easy. Bok Bok Charge, Burn-a-Doodle-Doo, Chicken Rush, and Chicken Magnet. And then you have that 0 cooldown stun, you have that AoE burn, you have that 35 damage, remove good effects, you have Chicken Rush. Now, as far as is this monster good, he definitely can be usable in Team Wars. For some reason, I just don't like him too much. His design is pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of Lernian, which I don't like because Lernian hasn't been released yet. But no, his design is pretty cool. I like that he has stun. I don't like his speed. I like his power, even though it's not the highest. It's still pretty high. That 60 damage, 1 cooldown skill is pretty good. Overall, I guess he's fine. Comparing him and Totem, who should you go for? I want to say Totem. Totem all the way, just because he's so unique. That's really the only reason. It's too early to say what's to come of this monster. If anything, just wait until the very last day. Right now, don't flip over any cards, just start saving all of your coins. And then once we find out more about Totem, I'll be able to give you a definite answer if it's worth going for Totem or if it's worth going for Tryon. But as of right now, I am going to definitely say go for Totem because he's just so unique. But potentially Tryon might be better because, you know, there's not that many good fire... Well, no, actually, now there's a handful of good fire monsters. But if you don't have a fire monster, you might as well just get Tryon. Totem, there's so many magic monsters. There's over like 20 of them that you can get Galante, get Violet, get Uru, you know. They're probably going to be used more than Totem anyways. And then you guys wanted me to analyze Hyperion, so I will do that. Hyperion is an epic. One good reason to get Hyperion is because he's used to breed Worker Hulk. So if you don't have Worker Hulk, that's an easy way to get yourself a breedable monster, breedable magic monster. All you need is Pandoff, which is also breedable. So let's see. Hyperion. Hold on, let me get chat back because I keep losing it. Let's see. Shark Baits 2020 is stalking you. Thanks for the stock. Let's see. Gonna go over the chat real quick. Ta-da-ta-da. Let me see. 2 are immune to stun. Are 2 fire monsters immune to stun? Who's the second monster immune to stun? Oh, Shalinar, yeah. Yeah, that slipped my mind. That's another reason she is, like, in my opinion, probably top 3 fire. She might be the best fire now because of that, like, immediate double damage. Shalinar is really good. Let's see. Da-da-da-da. Any other comments? 2 speed. Let's see. How many challenge coins do you have right now? I think I have about 7,000. I showed it earlier in the stream. Let's see. Alright, so let's analyze Hyperion really quickly. Hyperion 28,000 power. Is that high for epics? I don't really know. Is that high for epics? Let me find out. Oh, I can't find out because I don't have any information on epic monsters. Because I've been too lazy to actually write them down. So unfortunately, I don't have information on epic monsters. That does look like a pretty high power. That's as high, I mean that's higher than Totem. Let me see what his level is at 100. 3080. I think that's a pretty high power for, I mean this monster just looks strong. I'm assuming that's a high power. Life 20,000, speed, that also looks pretty fast for an epic monster. He has a good trait, Harden. All status effects have a 20% less accuracy against him. Let's move on. Deals very heavy metal damage to a single target. Megaton Crush. Let's see. Super Saw, Burning Beam, Mini Shield. Mega Saw deals moderate damage, 50% chance of magnetizing entire team. AoE Mag, 50% though. 50% Thunder, it's a Thunder Blistering Beam, can burn 50% though. EM Shelter, Mini Shield, I don't like Mini Shield. Ultra Saw, wow, 60 damage, 27 stamina, but a Fortune cooldown. So strong attack, high cooldown, Ultra Beam. So Metal version and Thunder version. EM Ultra Shield gives a big shield to himself. What about your team? You would think this is, oh wait, EM Shield is, gives small shield to all friendly allies. EM Shield, single, yeah, so I guess he became selfish and gives himself an Ultra Shield. Overall, he just looks like a strong attacker. I would say the only reason to get this monster is to make another really strong attacker, Worker Hulk. But as far as Hyperion, I don't know. He's just strong. That's all I really have to say. Let's see. What is the stalking thing? So the stalking thing is basically, I'm streaming right now on Twitter, not on Twitter, I'm streaming on Twitch and on YouTube. So let me show you guys something really quickly. Oh, what the heck? Why aren't they logged in? When someone follows me on Twitch, I have it set up so it shows up who's following me. So I'm going to do a test follow, little sound plays, and then it shows me that someone is following me. So you see right there, X Armor Gaming XX is stalking you. And I changed it from follows you to stalking you because I thought it'd be more funny. So it has a little zombie thing. And different stuff happens. If someone was to subscribe, I don't think I have a subscribe button because I think that costs money or something. If someone was to subscribe, this would show up. XX Armor Gaming XX joined the alliance, and then it has all these different monsters from different elements. There's something different will happen if someone donates to me. Something different happens if someone hosts my channel. Yeah, Armor Gaming is hosting your channel, stream with 873 viewers, I wish. So different things happen if people follow me on Twitch. And the reason I'm streaming on both is because some people like Twitch more, some people like YouTube more. Alright, let's see. Not having any luck. Can you get the monster in one card, or do you have to do all of them or luck? So you can't get any monster. I'm not sure about Hyperion. Actually, I'll show you guys. I might as well show you guys. Let me go to 72 hour totem. It tells you right here, and again, I made a video. It's called an explanation video, and I basically go through all of this. So if you click, oh look, it happened right there. All Hell's Blobs is stalking you. Thanks for the stalk. Alright. Are you the same person that let me use your account? I guess we'll see. If I go on any monster, we'll go on Hyperion. We scroll down. Right here, it tells you the chance of getting the card. So it's 0% up until the 11th card. On the 11th card, you have a 10% chance, 12th card a 12%, 13 a 14, and even when it's down to the last two cards, you only have a 44% chance to actually get them. And I want to emphasize this, the card rewards are randomly generated in server side. It won't be changed. When you claim the current card, the next reward will be generated also randomly. So basically the whole card shuffling thing is just a gimmick. It's just there to make it more fun, more entertaining, you know, to make it feel like you have to follow a card, try to get the monster. You feel really good when you get the monster, but it's all already generated. So even before you start playing, it's probably already generated at what point you're going to get the card. More people are stalking me. VSVP Boston, thanks for the stalk. I wonder if I should say something else like why am I happy you're stalking me? Alright, let's see. So yeah, most people probably will be getting it in the last card, the 18th card. And this is just for Hyperion. If we take a look at someone like Totem, it's even worse for Totem. For Totem, you don't even have a chance to get him until the last three cards. 16, 17, 18. And on the 16th card, you're already down 18,000 coins and you only have a 14% chance to get them. Even when it's down to 2 cards, it's not 50-50, it's 25-75. So it's crazy. XX Armor Gaming is Boss XX is stalking you. Cool, someone like used my name and awesome, thank you. So much more activity on Twitch right now. Let me actually check if anyone is messaging me on Twitch really quickly, because I don't want to leave them behind. Pretty soon I'm actually going to be having a chat for Twitch and for YouTube. So don't worry, you people that are on Twitch and like Twitch more, I will be having both pretty soon. Let me see. Awesome, okay, cool. So really quickly, all hail Blobs, he let me use his account to do a radar level 1 to 100 video. So big shout out to you, thanks a lot. I will be doing that video tomorrow. You're gonna be seeing it tomorrow. Radar, he's extremely powerful. I'm really glad I got to make a video on him, so thanks again for letting me use him. Trust me, that video is gonna be awesome. Let's see, should I buy Galante? Yes, Galante is a really good monster. I do recommend buying him. He's also used to breed Lamul, who's now a permanent. I always had problems saying that word. Permanent breedable monster. So let me go back, because now I got everything mixed up. So answering more questions. Any more questions? Let's see. Aw. Let's see. Tips for getting gems faster. So like a lot of things in this game, there aren't any shortcuts to get gems faster, to get, yeah, specifically gems. There aren't really any shortcuts. Just do everything, every event the game throws at you, whether it be like the PvP fights, you know, get to 12 or 15 wins, whether it be breed a certain number of monsters, whether it be collect a certain number of gold, or plant a certain number of foods. You just need to keep doing all of those. Do all the dungeons, the monster dungeon, the cell dungeon. Do like anything that gets you gems in the game. You just gotta do them all. And one thing I recommend, specifically now because it's the 72-hour challenge, all the food you get, I would just start saving it until you get one of that event that is like feed your monster, or like feed 4 million food to your monster, and then that's when you should feed your monsters, unless you really need them. Or save all of your gold for whenever there's an event that's like plant X number of food, and then you have the food, and then you have a plant, and you'll potentially have a chance to even top in like the top 5,000 and get something from the events, which is extremely hard to do. It's been a long time since I've actually done that. Let me see what is right now the breeding, because if you do rankings and if you land in the top 5,000, you can even get yourself 25 more gems. So you should probably try to do that too. So let me remove wiki. I don't think I need the wiki anymore. Bye wiki. So yeah, I was talking about this, the love season. If you rank on the top 5,000, you get 25 gems. Or if you do top 500, you can get 50 gems. So yeah, that's what you can do to get gems. I feel like I did everything I was supposed to do in this stream. I did gameplay, I showed you how to get coins, I did mini analysis on the 3 monsters. Oh, also Griffin is also available, and he's available in terms of monster cells. So if you want, if you're not interested in any of these monsters, you can just like select different cards and hope you get enough monster cells to craft Griffin. That's another option. Also, one thing, keep in mind that there's another monster cell, or not another monster cell, there's another 72-hour event actually coming up. Let me open up the monster wiki again. And go to here, let me go to home, monster wiki home, scroll down, monkey hall of fame, where is it? Right here. So right now we're on Totem. If we scroll a little down, there is also another one with Obsidian, Diane, I don't know what her name is. It's supposed to be Obsidian, but then it's a female named Diane, so yeah. And if it's anything like the last event, if you recall, it was the Frostbite event, and immediately after Frostbite it was Cassia. So they might do, not immediately after, I think we had like a week grace period. I think they started the Progressive Island or something, but anyways, there was like 2 72-hour challenge events really close, almost back to back. So if you're not feeling like getting Totem or Tryon or Hyperion, you might as well start saving your gold, or just don't even worry about that. Whatever coins you get, just you go ahead and use them, because they don't carry over to the next event. And then save your gold for this event, and hopefully Obsidian turns out to be a good monster. Hopefully the other legendary monster turns out to be good. Maybe the epic will be good too. Like, who knows? I really can't comment because I don't know who is actually going to be released with it, or when this event is actually going to be released. So let me remove the wiki, and let's see. A few people want to see how much challenge coins I have, and really it doesn't matter how much I have. Like, I think on the last event I completely skipped 1 day of playing and I was still able to get enough to get frostbite, and that all has to do because all you have to do is just play. It's about quantity, so you shouldn't really be comparing yourself to other players like, oh, he has more coins than me. So it's about the amount of effort you put into it. So if you're only doing Black Lotus, all you have to do is log in every hour and you're good to go. You don't have to be on the game constantly, just every hour. For some people that might be constantly, but yeah. So I have 7,834 just to answer that question. Let's see. Da, 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 da. Let's see. Should I save for Vanoss to get H2O Delirious in the next event? So questions that involve upcoming monsters, I can't say because I don't know any more information than you guys know. I don't know what their stats are going to be. I don't know what their skills are going to be. I don't know what his trade is going to be. For all I know, he can be a really terrible monster and he might not be worth getting. I imagine a lot of people might want him just because he's like a popular YouTuber, which is a totally valid point. You're free to get whoever you want to get. So I think the only person that can decide if it's worth getting a monster, it's the individual making that choice. So that's all I have to say. Let's see. Is my team staying at 25? Yeah, I actually got a comment on that because I did get a few questions of people wanting to ask, or people asking me. So for now, my team and I have decided that we are going to keep the team at 25. Oh, someone is stalking me. Let's see. Old Man Jenkins 923 is stalking you. Alright, thanks. So we look at my team right here. Let me make sure the wiki's off. We look at the Warlog. So I explained this earlier. Normally what happens is Soldier Point released a statement saying that, like, the way teams are matched up, it has nothing to do with monster power. Monster power is irrelevant. It has to do with how many times you win. So if you win too many times, you're gonna get faced off against opponents that have also won a long time, and then they become extremely difficult. As you can see right here, like Monster Legend versus Radiant Elite XML 127 to 417. You can tell we just got completely slaughtered. I'm actually going to click on them. Let's look at some of the details. So we only used 95 attacks. They used 150. You might be thinking, well, we lost because we weren't active. But you look at the enemy team. They are just like, okay, first look at that MP. MP doesn't matter too much, but if you compare ours, they have 200,000 more MP than us, right? We look at the enemy team. They all got 5 out of 5 attacks. Most of them got 15 coins. Let's take a look at some of them. 100 epic, 100, 100. Let's see. Alright, I was hoping you could see runes, but this team was one of those teams that just had a bunch of level X runes. I probably did a stream on it, so you can even check it out. So yeah, we got slaughtered. So after you lose a lot, you also start to win some. And after we finished this war right here, Monster Legends versus Liga Centro, we ended up just going to 25 players, and so far it's been really good. We've been winning all of them. 182 coins, 333, 252. The next war we're in, I think it's also going to be a pretty easy victory. So for now, we're going to keep it at 25 players. So those of you who are waiting and have applied to the team, if you want, you can just go to a different team, and then I will post in my Facebook when we start accepting more applications. But for right now, we are going to keep it on 25 teammates because so far it's been working great for us. Everyone's been really active. As you can see from that previous war, 333 coins. I think we were the most active in that war. Let me check the stats on that one. I think we missed less than like 10 attacks. My team, Warlog. Let me check it. Details again. Attacks used 119. So attacks remaining 6. Only 6 attacks were remaining. That was an incredibly active, like incredibly participatory. That was an incredibly I messed that up. That was just, yeah, we participated so well. So we are going to be switching to 30 eventually. It's just we have to do it, but yeah, we decided to keep it at 25. So you guys are free to just move along and then come back whenever you guys see me post on Facebook. Let me see, any more questions? Am I ever gonna do a review on Uriel? Yeah, I probably will. When enough people request it, I will probably do a video on him. I think right now people have been messaging me to do an analysis on Monkey, and even more than Monkey, I got requests for doing Totem, but I can't really do Totem just because I honestly don't know too much about him. And then I think the previous monster before I was gonna do Monkey was Sarah, so I do need to do that Sarah analysis. And then if you guys want to see an analysis, just convince a bunch of people to request that monster, to bug me about it, post in the comments of my analysis videos, and then I'll do that monster. Let's see. Anything else? Let's see. Let me make sure I didn't miss anyone. If you guys had a question that I missed that was concerning the 72-hour challenge, go ahead and comment below right now or post it in the chat so I can read it and then address it. Otherwise, I think I will be ending the stream there. Let's see. Let me check. Yeah, I have 23 minutes for that. That's fine. Oh, finally. So I can even show you this. Let me sell my bloom skips. Let me do that, and you see I got 1,123 coins, and that's because I'm breeding this legendary. And then I'm gonna repeat. Let's see who I get. 47 minutes. I don't know who that is, but I guess I'll find out. So it looks like I have to stay up for another hour 11 so I can start hatching him. And then I guess in 2 days you'll be seeing a video on Monkey, and like I said, tomorrow you're gonna be seeing a video on Radar. Pretty soon you're also gonna be seeing a video on Goldfield level 1 to 100. So I have a lot coming up. Let me go back to my Twitch, make sure I'm responding there too. And yeah, any last minute questions anyone wants me to answer, I can answer them right now. Let's see. Who should I breed if I'm a high level? According to the Monster Wiki, the best monster to breed is Pandakin. And that's just because Pandakin only takes 30 seconds, so you can just keep spamming Pandakin over and over again. And of course he's a rare monster, which means you get more of the type bonus. And again, all of this is explained in my 72-hour explanation video. I'm pretty thorough in that video, so you can just watch that and most of your answers will be answered there. Or, I mean, most of your questions will be answered there. Let's see. Tryon analysis. I already finished all the analysis, so if you're just joining the stream right now, you're a bit late because I already showed gameplay. I talked about the 72-hour challenge event and how to get coins. I already did an analysis on Tryon, on Totem, and even on Hyperion. I even explained who I think you should get, so if you're joining right now, you're just gonna have to go back and answer, or you're just gonna have to go back and read through it. How many coins do I get per day? This varies completely on how active I want to be. I don't have a set number. As you can see, it's only been 1 day, or less than 1 day. It's been what, like 12 hours, and I have 9,000 coins. And that's because I haven't been logging in regularly to do this, to collect my Black Lotus roots. So I don't have a for sure answer, but I know for sure I will get enough coins to get Totem. That's a given. Considering the amount of time I play, tomorrow I'm going to devote more time to the Black Lotus route. I know for sure I'm going to get Totem. I could also calculate how much I can get, again, by using the Excel worksheet. I can calculate all of that, but to me it doesn't really matter. I know I'm going to get Totem, and that's pretty much all it is to it. Let's see. Is Darmith, Demise, Frostbite a good team? So yeah, that sounds like a really good team to me. Frostbite is your denier, Demise buffs Darmith, Darmith just wipes out the enemy. But every time I get a question like this, is X, Y, and Z a good team? My usual response is, try it out, and what do you think? Did it work or did it not work? One of the great things about player versus player is that you're free to try out as many teams as you want, and you're free to decide for yourself whether a team is good or not. You don't really need someone else's approval of the team. If you like a team and it works for you, go ahead and use it. Let's see. Someone wants to see my breeding log, so I guess I can do that. Where are you, breeding log? Breeding log. Connecting to breeding log. Let me do one thing really quickly. So here's my breeding log. There it is. Cthulhu Violet gave me Nabotis. I've been getting genies, Bloom Skips, Pandakin. Before, once it gets to Octo Crush, that's because I was trying to breed not Galante, yeah, no, I was trying to breed Goldfield. You're gonna see a lot of this nature, fire, nature. Green Sword, Pandakin, there's Goldfield right there. There's gonna be another Goldfield because I got 2 of him actually. But unfortunately none that had 3 rune slots unlocked. There's my other Goldfield. And yeah, just a bunch of Pandakins. That's what I was trying to make, because I'm trying to rank up my Pandakin. So I can have a level 105 rare monster for Team Wars. And my voice is giving out on me. Let's see. I'm getting a question, your team recommendation for level 150. To be honest, it doesn't matter what level you are. There is no real recommended team combination, and it's hard to say because look, there's 350 legendary monsters. Or no, there's 350 monsters. There are, how many legendaries are there? There are, I don't know, there's a lot. There's like over 160 legendaries. In this game, there is no like, I don't have a recommended team for a given level. Just use whatever you have, try them out. You're free to try out so many different team combinations. So just go ahead and get out there and just try them out. That's all I have to say. Can I show your team shop? I don't think you can buy runes right now. I think pretty soon the team shop is going to be updated to where you can buy runes. But that's going to be whenever Holter's Pet gets released and the Fraternity event gets released. And I'm pretty sure you are going to be able to buy runes. So I have 3,004 coins right now. I'm probably going to save them all to buy runes. Because as much as I want to get more general tombs, I'm probably just going to save. Let's see. Are you going to keep buying level 5 runes when runes come into the team shop, or are you going to start stacking up on level 9? That's a tough choice. I want to get level 9s, but I think I could only afford 2 level 9 runes. And then, yeah, I mean, I think I have to get level 9 runes just because of how difficult the teams are that we face against sometime. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna start. I don't know, it's hard. Like, it's hard for me to convince myself to buy level 9. I think they have level 7. Maybe I'll invest in level 7s. But I like level 5 runes just because the 111 rune crafting method, which I know a lot of people are saying it seems like the odds are less. I'm actually gonna test that out. I'm gonna do like 50 111 rune crafting methods, and I'm gonna see how many of them actually work out and how many of them turn out to be unsuccessful. Let's try one live, see what happens. 26% chance to get a level 5 rune, 3 level 1s, 1 level 4. What do I get? 2 hours, so that is what? A level 5. I think it just stayed at a level 5. No, 2 hours is a level... Yeah, I did 3 level 1s and a level 4. Yeah, so I got a level 5 rune. So, you know, I don't know whether it is... A lot of people have been telling me that they feel like the odds are lower, but I think right here I just showed that I got a level 5, so... I don't know. It's something I gotta decide later on. Any last questions? Let's see. Again, Old Man Jenkins, is Reptile worth it in a team of General Darmith and Varna? Varna can deny, Reptile can buff Darmith, Darmith can wipe out the enemy. It seems like a pretty good plan. I always recommend just get the monster, try it out. There are so many different combinations that work well together that my best advice to people out there wondering if a team is good, just go ahead and try it out. Why haven't I leveled up any of my legendaries yet? I don't know, I just, when the whole Monster Cell thing, Monster Lab came about, I wasn't really too interested in it. I knew it was going to take a while for people to get level 130s, so I didn't care too much, but now that the teams I'm facing do have like level 110s, 115s, I finally decided I might as well rank up my monsters too. Let's see. Any last minute thing? The odds are lower from level 7 plus crafts. Are they really lower? Because I know as long as you upgrade your room guardian, your room building, so see mine's is level 7, if I was to upgrade it to level 10, it was to the best of my knowledge, I thought it was going to be 25%. But if anyone can either confirm or deny that with a picture, that'd be nice. But yeah, to the best of my knowledge, I thought it was always 25%. Again, all the videos asking if Triros is good or if Totem is good, I already answered all those questions, so you're just going to have to go back in the stream and look for that. Let's see. Any other questions? How do you get 8 million gold? 800 million gold? I have tons of videos on how to get gold. You can watch my episode 8 and episode 12, as well as I have a video called How to Get Gold Fast. So you can just look at those videos and all of your questions will be answered. Did I buy Vanoss or breed them? Vanoss isn't breedable. There's only 11 breedable monsters. You can check them out in the monsterwiki.com. I also showed them in one of my recent videos. Vanoss I got by my team. I kept requesting Vanoss cells, and they gave me enough that I was able to craft them. They gave me up to 80, and then I used the rest, the 20 more in Elementium, I think, or maybe I got all 100. I don't recall, but yeah, I got them through requesting cells. Let's see. Do you think SP is ever going to fix the thing where the monster dies of DOT, the monster going next loses its turns? I don't know if they're ever going to fix that or not. I think if we address it enough to them, they might fix it. So that's something worth looking into. So see, I'm gonna I don't want to pick on you, but I am gonna read your question, and it's gonna be a little negative, so I'm sorry about this. Let's see, Gretchen plus Shalinar, use Inner Fire with upper level elixir, you get 2 times damage and 2 extra turns on Shalinar. Armor, who do you suggest to be the third monster on the team? See, this is a question I can't really answer because I don't know what monsters you have. So for example, if I was to say Frostbite, do you even have Frostbite? If I was to say Hyperion, do you have Hyperion? So you have Gretchen and Shalinar. You're starting off with Gretchen using upper level elixir, Shalinar is your attacker. I would say to throw in a deny monster, so someone that can immobilize by freezing or stunning or possessing. But, you know, it also doesn't matter. Gretchen's loop damage, or I mean mirror, that can reflect any deny skill that the enemy throws on you. So you're also kind of safe there, but I would recommend putting a deny monster. But again, I have to say, a question like that, without knowing full knowledge of what monsters you have, I can't really answer that and be incredibly effective when I do answer. Oh, my voice. So, I think I'm actually going to be concluding this stream here. So I just want to thank everyone who actually joined the stream. Thank you all for your questions. But like I said, if you have any more questions on how the 72-hour challenge event works, I posted 2 recent videos. You can check those videos out. I do hope that everyone, I wish everyone the best of luck and that you get whatever monster you want to get in this 72-hour challenge. I know it can be a little difficult, especially if you're a high level player. Unfortunately, that's just the way the game is. If you're a low level player, you have no excuse to get all 3 of these monsters, go to round 2, get yourself another Totem, another Tryon. You really have no excuse. No, but really, if you're a low level player, you have the best chance at these 72-hour challenges. So if you're not prepared for them, do watch my episode series, specifically like level 8 and episode 8 and I think episode 12. They teach you how to get gold really fast at a low level, and you're going to be prepared for the upcoming 72-hour challenge. But with that being said, again, I wish everyone good luck. Thank you so much for watching my stream. Like always, remember to dream big and pursue your passions. I hope everyone has a great, amazing day. And outro.